Okay, so my name is Citlali Rodriguez. I'm a case manager here for the Bell Recuperative Care, which is a program that takes in all the homeless patients that have been in the hospital because of a chronic medical condition or a big open wound or needed surgery. These patients cannot go back out on the street because they're vulnerable to worsening their health. It can lead to death. So they send them to these places, like the recuperative cares, for them to get medically stable before they can go back out. Even though we don't let them go back out, we help them with housing, and if their housing doesn't come through in time, then we will transfer them shelters until they do get housed. Because they can't stay there for so long, they have to be discharged into recuperative care, which means they need medical attention until they get better, but we do not let them go back out on the street. We connect them with housing. If their housing doesn't come through, like these buildings that are being built back here, these are all going to be apartments available for the homeless individuals that qualify for them. If there is no housing by the time that they're medically stable to be discharged, then they get transferred to another type of shelter where they can stay up to 2 years until they get housed.
Okay.
So this specific building here has that program that I just described,
Mm-hmm.
and it also has crisis intervention for patients who are in a crisis and they're homeless for the first few nights. On that side over there is the Bell Shelter, which is also funded by the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
And on that side, residents get to stay there for up to 2 years. They help them save their income, like 30% of their income, so they do have to pay rent. And that savings goes towards when they have housing available. They can buy furniture, they can pay for their utilities, things like that. The ones that don't have income, of course, get housing subsidies, which means they don't have to pay anything.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't even paint, and we motivated him. We worked with him, and he was able to paint that after being disabled. So that's a really nice piece of art. They get to hang out here. This space is occupied before, but we emptied it out because we were going to renovate it for an additional 10 beds. Yes, I have been working. I'm familiar with the program, but I've physically been here for 2 weeks. And what I do is I do their assessments, so I identify all their needs. If they don't have income, we'll get them. If they're citizens or residents, we'll try to get them down to the Department of Public Services for GR, which is General Relief. They get $221 a month for whatever they need. We connect them with food stamps. They get $194 a month as well. Since they are homeless, they get hot food rights. That's what we call it, when they can go to certain restaurants in the area and get food. Because they are homeless, they can't cook, so they can't use their benefits like somebody else could. We also help them if they need to apply for Social Security. We connect them with Social Security advocacy. If they need Medi-Cal, we connect them with Medi-Cal. Anything they need, basically, through my assessment, I connect them. Transportation as well. What else? There's a lot of things that basically, as things come up, you just find the resources for them.
Yeah.